Hello family, how you doing? How is everything? Today I'm going to be discussing the impact of a negative environment on our self-confidence. Negativity kills our self-confidence. Do you know that when you're constantly exposed to a negative environment, you too will become negative? My name is Adisa Adewale, popularly known as Deezer. I'm a teacher, I'm a youth coach, I'm a self-confidence coach. Today I'm going to be talking about how a negative environment can affect our self-confidence. When I say negative environment, what do I mean? Negative environment is an environment that is harsh, is an environment that is toxic, is an environment that is abusive. In a negative environment, everybody is looking for an opportunity to bring another. There's nothing like emotional or physical comfort in a negative environment. Something is certain in a negative environment, and that thing is that there is going to be drop of self-esteem. Your self-worth will be seriously battered, will be seriously affected. When I say negative environments, I do not mean an occasional bad day. I mean an environment that you're constantly exposed to a negative experiences, such as your family relationship. If you're in a family bringing you down, or they're always making you looking stupid, they make you feel like as if you're not enough, or you're working at a particular place of work, the managers are always trying to use intimidation to make their subordinates look stupid. That is a negative environment. Or you have a friendship, or you're a friend to a group of people that they do not see something good about you, they only see the bad thing about you. That is a negative environment. And when you're constantly exposed to this kind of a circumstance or to this kind of a situation, a time will come, you too, you're going to accept negativity as your birthright. Two creatures always feel too bad anytime they are constantly exposed to a negative situation. These creatures are dogs and human beings. When you see a dog that has been exposed to a toxic relationship or environment, or an abusive environment, its head is going to be down most of the time, and its tail will always be between its legs. The same thing applicable to human being. You don't need to be told, you don't need any explanation before you know that somebody is being exposed to an abusive relationship, a toxic relationship, or a relationship that degrades, that brings down his or her self-esteem. Now, whenever you find yourself in this kind of a situation, what is the way forward? What is the what? The way forward. Especially when you have been exposed to some counseling, or you've gone for a therapy, or you're trying to get a counseling or any kind of trying together and you're not getting results. The best thing you're going to do is to first of all have a deep reflection. The first thing you need to do is to what? To have a deep reflection. You need to gain some perspective. You need to be sincere with yourself. You need to understand your situation. You need to know what you are going through. When you have a deep reflection, when you think about your situation, you have to be conscious of your situation. Then you can take a drastic step of leaving that environment. You have to take a drastic step of leaving that environment that is negative. I know you know that solution is drastic, but that is the best solution you need to take. You can't continuously be in an abusive environment, in a toxic environment, in a harsh environment, and you expect your self-confidence to skyrocket. You need to leave that kind of environment. And there's this common syndrome that is common to people who are exposed to a negative environment anytime they want to leave it, is what that we refer to as battered people syndrome. Battered people syndrome is the fear you develop as a result of you being exposed to a negative environment, and anytime you want to leave that environment, you are too scared of leaving it. It's just like a woman that is being beaten by the husband in the morning, in the afternoon, in the night, and she does not want to leave that kind of environment because either because of her family or what the people will say, or the children she has for that man. If she does not leave that negative situation or circumstance or environment, that environment is going to consume her. She will become negative and she can lose her life, not just even the dropping of her self-confidence. So when you find yourself in a negative environment, the best thing you're going to do is to leave it, especially when counseling, rehabilitation, or maybe a kind of a therapy is not working. And what is common to people living that kind of a situation is that at first, when they leave that situation, they are going to castigate themselves. They're going to be regretting why they didn't take that step earlier. You don't need to dwell in the past. Let the past to be in the past and learn to what? Dwell in the moment. Get the best out of your present moment so that you can continue with your life. Of course, I know when you're exposed to negative environments, it will get to a point whereby you're going to become negative. You will not even acknowledge that you're going through a negative experiences. You're going to be negative yourself. You have to be conscious. You have to be intentional. You need to know what you really want. I believe you've been able to learn one or two things in today's video. If you really love this kind of a content, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you will always get this kind of a content in the nearest future. Negativity kills self-confidence. The inner strength you have will die when you're constantly exposed to negativity. And the best way you can be able to avoid a negative environment when counseling is not working, when rehabilitation is not working, when therapy is not working, is to leave that environment. Yes, I said it.